Dating in Los Angeles is always going to be a roller coaster of emotions. What's up, YouTube? My name is JuanCViera. I am a newly signed model represented by Bicoastal Management LA. I'm a photographer. I'm an overall creative. I consider myself a healer, future fashion designer, working on a bunch of things right now. I live in Los Angeles, California, this delusional ass city, and I'm actually here today to talk to you guys and be transparent and maybe just speak on some things that people are curious about, on what it's like to live in Los Angeles, some of the burdens I've been through, some of the lessons I've learned, some of the accolades and the success that I've achieved out here, balancing it all, moving across the country away from family. It's been a roller coaster ride in the last 2.5 years that I've lived in Los Angeles. And honestly, I want to spill the tea. I want to be more vulnerable. Like, there's a lot of things I've been through that I haven't been comfortable sharing. I haven't had the confidence to share, but I just want to be free. It is December 15th, 2:12 p.m. and I do want to just share and release some things that I did endure in 2023 and even in 2022 upon moving in LA. The ups, the downs, the meeting new people, the friendships, the struggles, the frustrations, the love, the excitement, just this rush of adrenaline that you feel living in LA that only a creative, someone in entertainment, or just living in LA, period, would understand. I'm sure some people would understand in other big cities like New York City and maybe Atlanta, but it's been a crazy roller coaster and I'm here to talk all about it. So let's get into it. So you guys, I actually wrote a list of things that I wanted to talk about. So, for one, what is like dating in Los Angeles? Dating in Los Angeles is always going to be a roller coaster of emotions. I feel like someone like me who's been single for 5 years, personally, I think dating overall is more so about your perception of the world. Definitely in any relationship that you involve yourself in, whether it be with friends, in dating, family, just period, how you interact with the world and with other individuals is always going to be pretty much a projection of your experience of the world, what you've been through, the traumas you've been through, your highlights in life, how you were raised, just all of those things. Like, everyone has anxieties, everyone has life shit. So basically dating in LA, like for me, I've been single for 5 years. My last relationship ended in about June of 2019, back home. I moved to LA in October 2021. So I've been here for about 2.5 years. And my dating experience has been very experimental. I wouldn't say I have yet to experience anything serious living in LA for 2.5 years. And I think I am coming to a point where I am starting to open up more to the idea of wanting to actually put myself out there on the market and maybe take things serious. But in this journey of discovering who I am, living in such a big city, accomplishing so many things, but also just like still healing from, some burdens that I've been through, or like just past shit. I'm just figuring it all out. So I think dating in LA is more so just about self-discovery. And a lot of times you meet people and maybe they're also very free-spirited and they're discovering themselves and maybe they don't know how to commit. I think dating in LA is very much a circle of young individuals who don't know how to commit because maybe they haven't fully committed to themselves. And, a lot of people are on a healing journey, and truly, I'm a believer in we don't really owe anyone anything. What you owe is healing and just to be a good person and to move with great intention. And obviously, you don't want to intentionally be hurting anyone along your journey. However, sometimes it is inevitable. You know, I get hurt a lot of the times in interactions with my friends who I dearly love, and it's not a make or break within our relationship, but sometimes I need my space. And you know, I just am learning how to navigate through my own fears, my own anxieties, and how I may project those onto the world. So I think dating in LA is very personal to everyone, just because it's like, I think especially a lot of my peers out here in LA, and just people that I know in the industry, a lot of artists that I know, creatives, we are all delusional. We all have baggage and things that we're cleaning up, and we're figuring out how to be better people. So dating out here is very personal. It's like it really just all falls into a category of figuring out what you want in the world. And I think a lot of us are not ready to fully involve ourselves in a partnership with someone when we have to fully commit to ourselves and learn how to do that. I started my YouTube channel to provide myself with the outlet to express vulnerability and truly build community. Here's Juan with the message. If you resonate, please stick around and hit that subscribe button. I didn't want to come on here and get ready and like just do everything, wash my face, like put on makeup and do my hair and get cute. These thoughts were like really weighing heavy on me. It's December 15th. We are about 17 days away from the new year. And although that can be very scary, it's also really liberating for me. In 2024, I truly want love. Real love. I want to be able to feel and release. I think that's my biggest goal this year, is to release and to work through anxiety and feel real peace. I think in 2023 I had a lot of tastes of what peace was like, and I definitely learned a lot about myself through mirrored interactions with friends and just a lot of reflection on things I went through with my family prior to me moving to LA, and just living out here in Los Angeles, moving across the country by myself and living here for 2.5 years. You know, it gives you a lot of time. It gives you a lot of room to think and figure out who you are as an adult and what you want to pour into yourself creatively, in your career path, you know, building that confidence so when you are at the level that you desire and that you dream of seeing yourself in, you have the confidence, you have the tools, you have the good health, the healthy communication, you have the boundaries, you have just the overall confidence, the love, and the true peace and zen to fully create and show up as yourself and not allow any of that external shit, the external factors in life, to cloud who you are and how you perceive yourself. Because the world is going to perceive you in a multitude of ways. The world is going to perceive you through their lens and through what they've been through. And I just want to say that in this journey, I constantly find myself evolving and growing, and I'm someone who does have a lot of anxieties, who does operate from the lens of perfection that I project onto myself, onto my own creations, onto my own ideas. I project perfection into the outfit that I'm wearing some days, or just how I look on camera, what photos I'm posting on Instagram, perfection in my relationships, how my friends make me feel. If they're not making me feel good, I like really internalize it. And I think I am learning how to let go of these things and how to just communicate and let my heart roam freely. And I think that's important. Prior to me moving to LA, like, I really did go through a lot. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have been through mad shit, like really toxic relationships, toxic upbringing, a childhood where I never felt accepted, a childhood where I always felt like an outcast, like I was alone. I didn't have anyone to truly guide me in this experience as a gay man. And the reason I paused on calling myself a gay man is because as I'm becoming older, I'm actually starting to question my sexuality for the first time ever in life. I've considered myself gay since I was 3 years old. That was always projected onto me. I feel like before I knew myself, I had this idea of who I was because of the projection of everyone around me, whether you were a stranger, kids at school, my peers, my family, the side eyes. I was gay. Gay is what I knew myself as through the lens of others. And as I'm older, I start to question how much more open I am to experiencing other things in my sexuality. That's definitely a whole other conversation, but in 2024, I definitely look forward to peace and to freedom and to open communication and to swallowing and chewing the uncomfortability in relationships, in experiences as a creative, as an entrepreneur, setting those boundaries so that way I can show up 100% truthful and authentic and real and just put it in your face. Like, this is who I am. Like, I don't want to hide it. Like, I want to attract those that see me for me and that accept me for me, and it's okay. Like, if people don't fuck with you, it's okay. God is always going to protect you. God is always going to open those doors for you that align with your true destiny. And if he has to weed out folks that don't see eye to eye with you, that don't fully resonate with your heart, that can't get jiggy with you, like, it's cool. Like, it's really not that serious. And I think oftentimes we tend to overanalyze every step of the way. And that's not how it's supposed to be. And I'm learning that, like, recently I had a conversation with my best friend, and I was super anxious about this conversation where I fully just felt so many things within our friendship, and I had some insecurities because of things that we've spoken about. And I had so much anxiety about having a conversation recently just for us to have respect for one another within this conversation and be open and vulnerable about how we feel and understand each other as humans and understand that we're releasing some of those old ways that we did think, that we thought was it at a point in time. And we realize now as adults and really stepping into a new level of freedom and wisdom and tranquility and creation and elevation within our careers as humans, outside of our careers, within our intimate relationships with our friends and dating and all of those things, with family, with yourself, and just realizing that it's okay to be authentic. Like, yeah, it's scary, but 2024, I want to release fear. I want to practice more mindfulness. I want to be more focused in on the things that'll bring me joy and that'll bring me peace. And that's having to be real with yourself and hold accountability within yourself, not for anyone else. You have to forgive you. You have to forgive them. You have to release. Because when you don't release and when you store energy within, all that does is create energy blockages within your heart, within your mind, within your spirit. And you don't want to create blockages, because blockages keep you stuck in that moment that you once experienced that didn't make you feel comfortable. You don't want to stay stuck in an experience that made you uncomfortable. You want to release that the moment you feel it. Because once you allow yourself to store those feelings, you're creating heart blockages. You're not allowing for the prosperity, for the love to flow through you, because you're continuously holding on to energy that doesn't serve you. So in 2024, I pray for all of us that we practice setting boundaries, that we're truthful in what we want in our relationships, and we're truthful about what we can receive and what we can't receive. We're truthful about what we can give and what we can't give. We're truthful about what makes us feel good and what daunts us. And we're truthful about how we project our own experiences onto others, and really looking in the mirror and self-analyzing and knowing how you've poured into relationships as a result of your own perception of the world and the things that you've been through and the shit that's hurt you, and how you carry that weight into relationships. Things that don't serve where you currently are. Things that you went through when you were not at the level of wisdom and the level of finding peace that you desire. Like, you weren't there when you were 18 years old, and you may have went through an experience when you were 18 years old that really traumatized you. And you, as someone who's 24, turning 25, 26, 30, 40, 50 years old, you're still carrying an experience that you had with your 18-year-old self that was hurt into this new level of adulthood where you're looking to be more free, but you're still carrying the weight of your teenage self. Or maybe you're 40, 50 years old and you're still carrying the weight of the 25-year-old woman who had her second child and didn't know what she was doing as a parent, probably involved in a toxic relationship with a man. You're still carrying that lens, that perception. You're still carrying those heart blockages. So in 2024, I want us all to really own our freedom, own our peace, own the love that the universe has to offer. Release. Let go of control. Let go of control. It's hard. It's hard. It is hard for us as individuals to go through an experience where we feel hurt. Maybe we hurt ourselves because we didn't fully express those boundaries. Maybe we are hurt because we're holding on to an experience that doesn't need to be as big as we made it. I extend my love to you. I extend my gratitude to the world and my thanks to the universe and to God. And I open up that extension to you. I open up that love to you. And into the new year, into 2024, I share the energy of power. I share the energy of love, of open expression, of releasing energy and heart blockages, releasing control of experiences that you cannot currently change. And Releasing fear, releasing anxiety, releasing the thought of when is this gonna happen? When am I gonna have this amount of money? When am I gonna accomplish this accolade in my career? Or when am I not gonna just operate in anxiety and stress about what's going on and what's gonna happen? Like, live in the present moment. And that's what I wanna own. 2024. If this is not the sign.
If this is not the sign, child.
2024.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
I wish healing amongst us all. And it's happening. The shift is here, and it's real. And you are healing, and you are at peace, and you are loved, and you are bright, and you're gonna fulfill that desire and that purpose within you. And you're gonna be guided by the universe and by God. You're gonna be fulfilled and filled with love, and you're gonna have the tools to navigate and to operate through everything that you accomplish, and through every experience that does make you uncomfortable. You're gonna have the tools. I love you.